Good.
A man is very visual, but a woman is what she hears and what she sees.
Everything that happens is motivated.
But this has come out clear that a man is visual very late.
Everything that happens.
A woman who is in her 50s will not run her marriage the way I would run my marriage.
Why?
Because of how she was brought up. Because of what she was educated with.
Motivation, the most important word.
How they taught her how to be a wife. That is in the African
Everything
culture.
that happens is motivation.
Then we have the exposure of internet. And of course, when a young man sees this and they are very, very, of course, a man is not only an African man, even men in Europe, they are visual. So you come here, you get exposed to these things, and life surprises you, and you get to think that is what you will get every day of your life. Then you're not able again to facilitate that, and again you fail. You get my point? If you want to facilitate a happy marriage, you have to be there. You have to keep your woman on toes. Your woman has to keep you on toes. To avoid this extracurricular activity. It's to my surprise that men are also not embracing that women also are having these extracurricular activities. Women too are busy. They are in marriages and then they have extramarital affairs because they are looking for what they expected to find in marriage. And if the two of you are not keeping each other on toe, you're not open to each other, you cannot have a good conversation and a healthy conversation. If I will talk to my husband about what I desire to have in the bedroom, then it brings war, and he's gonna call me a prostitute and ask, where did you see that? I'd rather then, I listen to women too, and they say they'd rather get it outside and come back home, just like a cat that stole milk and in their mouth. The world is crazy. The same thing that we have with these young people. We have young people and young girls, they would rather be with a grandpa, someone who is old to be their father, than to be with a young man.
Why so?
We have money running this world right now. Money is running the world. That is one. We have girls that were brought up whereby they did not have a love and a father figure. So they get it in this old man. They get love for a husband because of course we are missing real husbands. And then they get a father figure and they get everything there and the money. So at your age again, or my brother's age, he cannot compete with a man who is 70 years.
A successful 70 years.
Yeah. Someone who will be having diabetes, they have all sorts of problems, but they will be there for that guy, and you cannot move that lady from that man.
When you talk, right, I have been analyzing properly.
Yeah.
And I've been following keenly.
Yeah.
Just so I can ask the right questions.
Ask.
Do you think this is some kind of prostitution by our daughters? Because if she is with this 70-year-old that is financially stable, just for comfort and material things, yet goes out to look for a little boy that she cannot stay with for sexual pleasure, what becomes of her attitude?
We can call this prostitution, which is the oldest commodity that was sold also in the Bible. But apart from this kind of immorality.
Because I just want us to put it out there just so the young girls get to understand exactly what that is.
Apart from the immorality, apart from calling it prostitution. This is called feeding the soul.
With what?
What you missed. We have, I'll give you a little bit out of topic to give you an example. Have you seen people who come to Europe? They were looking decent.
Right.
They were very focused, and then they come here and they pierce every part of their body, and they tattoo, and they want to bleach, and they put on all sorts of clothes.
Yeah.
If you look at their background, they never got to do those things as teenagers. They were not wild at their teenage age. And when it comes to marriage, when someone was brought up in an environment that was not conducive, as a boy, as a girl, you become a teenager, you become then a woman, and then you become a man, you're ready for marriage.
Right.
The soul needs to feed. Man shall not live by bread alone.
All right.
So you crave, you find yourself that you crave attention. A woman will crave attention. A woman is gonna crave to be told good things about her body, to feel accepted. Okay? And these they will pierce everywhere their body, they will do all sorts of things because their soul at some given point and at a given stage of their life was not fed. That is why it's safe. When I have women coming to conferences and we talk about self-healing, we tell these women, when you look at your daughters, tell them things that other men will tell them they're outside. You're beautiful. You are appreciated. You have nice eyes. You can make it. You can be a good leader and blah, blah. We tell this also to our boys when we bring them up. So when the soul is not fed at some given point, and this person is able to fight with life and come up to a stage where they can find these things, they will look for these things in the wrong place from the wrong people. When Lot, I will take you back in the Bible, when Lot had only his daughters, and they were no men, what did Lot's daughters do?
Slept with your dad, right?
Why?
They
They were no
were
men.
trying to feeding their soul.
They were feeding their soul.
Of their dad's soul.
Thank you.
That is barbaric.
Yeah.
Since I also understand from your statement that men are more visual,
Yeah.
and that implies as a woman, you need to do your best to take care of yourself, to give your man the best sight or the best view of what, gets to his eyes. But that is not so with our sisters abroad. And I feel like that is why we, or us as men, always go back to the internet to eye on these models.
If you eye on this model, before you go to feed your soul on those models, did you sit with me or did you sit with your wife, your partner, say, this is what I like to see? Are you naked about your bedroom matters?
Don't you think that will also be considered as some form of controlling? You don't tell me what I need to wear? Because men are not at the top in Europe, they're at the bottom. So who gives you that right at the bottom to tell the person that is at the top what to do about how they look like?
How to look like? This are now, we have gone now to a different topic altogether.
It is same topic.
If you are in marriage and you want to keep this marriage, Marvin, I can promise you 90% of African women that are in this Europe, they will do anything to keep their marriage.
Men.
They may not come up openly and say that they will go to a different level to keep their marriage. But I can tell you for sure, women are hungering out there for love.
Men. Coming from a woman.
It's no longer about the money. It's no longer about the money. It's no longer about buying me a car. But outside there, in this Europe, We have African women who will do anything to keep their marriage, and they are hungry for love. That one I can assure you, 110%.
Well, what is doing?
But they are also complaining. Where are these?
Because my brothers also said that they are looking for those women, but they can't find the kind of woman that you're talking about here. And there you go saying that those women are there and are looking for this kind of man to love, but they cannot find it.
One, they are looking for these women in the wrong place.
Which is?
Two, let's go slowly by slowly. Two, they are looking for this woman when they are already worn out. They are ragged. And they are also looking for them with the wrong reason. And then when you find a woman, when you are lucky, 50-50, you could be lucky to find this woman who is ready to love. Then you start asking what you bring to the table. One. Two, you are tired before you start the journey. Three, you start having extra curriculum because you feel like this woman cannot survive without you. Another fourth thing is you're giving this love and you don't want to serve it well. Serve it well. I always tell men, when you are serving for love, it's a two-way traffic. Serve it like it's a buffet. Let's not have monotony. Sometimes we need salad. Sometimes we need to go for intermittent fasting. Sometimes we need to have some fresh juices, not just blindly. It's a two-way traffic. Give me, I give you. Give me, I give you. That's
Is that some kind of 50-50 thing?
It's not a 50-50 thing. Here we are doing about emotions. We are doing about psychology. Let's keep each other on toes. I can assure you, some time back, I do miss my marriage. I had a super marriage, whereby you have, and at least I was able to train a few of my friends, and you could tell their marriage was beautiful because the partner is looking to going home every evening because you have something to go home to.
Right.
And when you go home, you're not yet home if your home is not there.
Yeah.
Because that home is just...
It's not a home.
Until
it's a
the
home because somebody is home.
Because that home, that somebody is your home.
Man, that's a deep statement.
That somebody is your home. Wow. The mind of that person is your home. The soul of that person is your home. The voice of that person is your home. The touch of that person is your home.
Is there any way I can help a sister or a brother to meet you one-on-one to have this kind of education? Like, seriously, me sitting here right now, I feel like I needed to hear this because I'm learning something right here. Seriously, I'm picking up things that...
Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind.